Hello and welcome to another one of my crystal unboxing videos. Today I'm going to be unboxing a package from Belissima Crystal. I will link their store in the description below. So it might seem like I'm going through this box fairly fast, but when I'm done, I will go back and go over every single piece that I have here and give a little detailed explanation about the crystal that I unwrapped and such. So stay tuned for that when this unboxing portion is done. So before I begin, I just wanted to mention something. A handful of these crystals I actually got as gifts. And that is because Belissima Crystal, being such an awesome store, had decided to do a customer appreciation live. So they had a whole live sale that wasn't actually a sale. It was just doing little games and giving away free crystals. So they would ask, okay, what color am I thinking of? They'd write it down, and then a bunch of us would just, write down colors until someone guesses the right color. So that's just an example. And then they'd get a free gift. And they had a whole live doing that. So I just wanted to point that out because I've never seen another crystal shop do that. And I just thought that was really just awesome and really, I don't know, sweet. So yeah, I will mention when one of the crystals that I show is from that free giveaway, so you have an idea of what they were doing. And so I just wanted to shout them out because I thought that was really nice and just really, you didn't have to do that, right? So that was just really appreciated. All right. So actually, the first thing I unwrapped isn't a stone at all. It's this abalone shell and Palo Santo. This is used usually for smudging, cleansing crystals and stuff. I don't do that. I'm not spiritually using crystals. If you do, cool. But I like this as a centerpiece. I mean, it's just basically like, incense burning, except for it's a very particular tree, the Palo Santo, which comes out of Ecuador, and it smells really good. You don't even need to burn it for it to smell really good. But I think, yeah, everyone got free abalone Palo if they joined the free gift live that Belissima had done. And yeah, it's going to look very great on my shelf. This was free, obviously, for me too. So the first actual mineral that I unwrapped is this black tourmaline with albite specimen. This is my second one. I have another one that is black tourmaline with albite growth on it. And yeah, this was also a free gift. So tourmaline comprises trigonal borosilicates of the cyclosilicate superclass, and the name tourmaline was a generic name used in Sri Lanka for colored gems, mostly zircons. But it was around, I think, 1703. It was discovered that some of the zircons were actually previously undescribed mineral, and so that's where this comes from, the name tourmaline. It's a very popular stone. It comes in a variety of colors too. Black just happens to be the most common, but it can be blue, pink, watermelon, which is like awesome. It's like a green on the outside and pink on the inside, so when you slice it, it looks like little watermelon pieces. So yeah, just really beautiful. And some of the colors are not just monocolored, like it could come in like a variety of colors and just layered on top of each other. So yeah, but this is a nice little black piece of tourmaline. So next I'm going to show two of those minerals that I unwrapped because they are the same kind of mineral. One was a gift and one I paid for, and that is kunzite specimens. So this is one that I did first, and then later on I unwrapped this variety. So kunzite is a spodumene, and kunzite is a spodumene that is more lilac purple in the coloring. Hedonite is a spodumene that's more green. So I have two kunzite pieces here. This is not my first kunzite. I have two others in my collection, but I love kunzite. It's one of my most favorite minerals. I really would like to get some hedonite, but I haven't been able to find any, unfortunately. So, yeah, and it's usually found as a constituent of lithium-rich pegmatites and forms crystals to up to 12 meters in length, which is a lot. That's a lot of length for a crystal. But yeah, so that's really interesting. And this one, the first one that I unwrapped, this is the one I paid for. Well, this one I got for free. It's a beautiful, almost pink color to it. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera because it's very, very light, but it's still really beautiful. Love it. But this one, yeah, this one's awesome because it's bicolored. So one portion is more saturated and is more pink, while this part here is obviously more of an indigo violet purple. The one thing I love about kunzite is just the way the color plays on the crystal, because when you look at it, usually from just straight on. It's colorless, but then you sort of move it and tip it, and that's when you can see the sort of the coloring come like into play, which is an interesting optical effect, which is why one of the reasons why I love it so much. So yeah. So the next piece I have to show you, I just want to state, is also a free gift. That is this Dalmatian stone small tower. So you would probably have heard this being referred to on the market as Dalmatian jasper, but once again, I have to point out this is not a true jasper. Like I said, a lot of jaspers out there are not true jaspers. They're not microcrystallines. What Dalmatian stone is a feldspar with arfedonite inclusions. Cool, huh? So obviously it's Dalmatian due to the relation of the coloring of Dalmatian dogs. And yeah, it was only found and comes out of Mexico, actually, northern Mexico. So that's interesting. And I don't have any Dalmatian stone in my collection. Well, I do now, but I never did. So that's actually something new that I now have in my collection, which is hard to do because I have a lot in my collection. So I'm just really, really happy about that. So the next piece I unwrapped, I'm very excited about showing you, and that is this topaz specimen. So I obviously paid for this one because it was expensive, because topaz, especially nice topaz, is expensive. This piece actually comes from a very famous locality, the Thomas Range area of Utah, and this locality is known for the color. It's got a very almost sherry, I guess, color, like the color of sherry, which is like sort of this taupey reddish color, yellowish, like, you know what I mean, because you can see it right now. But yeah, it's got such a beautiful color that it's really hard to explain, like, exactly what color it is. It's almost even pinkier at the tip. I don't know. It's just beautiful. I love this piece so much. Of course, it comes in other colors that it's well known for, which is like the pale blue or yellow kind of coloring. But it also has pink variations out there. So yeah, very beautiful stone. It has a hardness of 8. And it's actually named after an island that is in the Red Sea that was called Topazios. I think that's how you pronounce it, but they don't call that it anymore. They call it St. John's Island now. So, yeah, beautiful. So the next piece I unwrapped is this beautiful rhodolite garnet mini freeform. So, rhodolite garnet, it is a particular type of garnet because there's quite a few varieties of garnets. There's like 6 groups that are known, and then there's also more stemming from those 6 sort of groups, right? Because those subgroups are a mix of the 6. So I'm going to put a graph up here to show you all the different varieties and types of garnets. And garnet, you might think, is just red, right? But in fact, depending on the type of garnet, the colors could be either yellow, green, pink even, so orange even. Yeah, so there's a variety of colors that garnet could come in. And I myself already have a specimen of pyrope garnet, which is the garnet that you usually think of when you think of jewelry. It's got this very deep blood red look to it. And rhodolite garnet is a subgroup of garnet. I'm going to show you the graph here, so you could understand. And yeah, it's more of a raspberry color to it. So yeah, it's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. I mean, look at the shine on this thing. And garnet's basically just the name for a group of silicate minerals with the same sort of structure. And that name is the Latin granatum. That's where it comes from. And when you translate that, it means pomegranate. And it's because of its resemblance to the seeds of the fruit of pomegranate, obviously. And so, yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful piece. So I forgot to mention when I was showing off my garnet that I paid for that one, and I also paid for this one, and this is going to be the last piece I do show, and that is this Golden Healer Rose Quartz Jumbo Sphere. So this is now technically my biggest sphere I own. I don't have a jumbo size, so I'm really happy to obtain this. This comes from, I think it is Morocco. Yeah, yep. And yeah, so I do have a smaller rose quartz sphere, but this is jumbo, and it's heavy, it's huge, and it has what's known as an asterism, which is a star, a six-shaped star. So this type of rose quartz has a preferential orientation of included fibers, and that's why you get the asterism. The Golden Healer aspect is basically just inclusions of limonite. So it creates a yellowish tint to it at certain parts, like as you can see right here. And the limonite actually has formed dendrites. So I don't know if it'll show up here. It's very, very minuscule shape, so it's kind of hard to detect, but it's there. So the six-rayed star here is caused by reflections of the light from embedded fibers that intersect at particular angles within the crystal. And rose quartz is a crystal. It is a variety of quartz, just so you know. And the star's position just depends on the location of the light source and when you're viewing it. But yeah, it almost like is 3D and sort of pops right out at you. It's really beautiful. I love the asterism of rose quartz. And rose quartz is commonly found in the quartz cores of pegmatites and has also been found in hydrothermal veins. Usually this variety of rose quartz comes in lapidary workings and carvings and all that stuff. So that is everything. If any of these pieces intrigued you enough to want to maybe look at what else the shop has, you can find their shop in the description below. It's Belissima Crystals. Go check them out. This video, I know I said I'm going to be slowing down, and it's going to remain that way, so I won't be posting as many unboxing videos because I'm not going to be buying as many crystals. One, I still need to get another display case. I still haven't even gotten that. Two, I've been really busy, and I've been really busy because I have a craft market booth that I'm going to be going and running in the summertime when the summer comes. So I'm going to be really busy trying to make crafts for that. So what I do is I upcycle mirrors from thrift stores, you know, just going around and trying to find mirrors from thrift stores, and as long as the mirror's not scratched, right? The frame, if it's scratched up a little bit, that doesn't matter, because what I do is I actually remake the frame. So what I do is I'm a rock hound as well. So I have my own little lapidary shop that I can use and find semi-precious gems in my area, and I lapidary them. So I'll tumble, I'll drill, I'll carve and polish. I also got a new Dremel tool, so I've been using that, which I can, it's great. I love it. And so what I do is I use those rocks that I find, and I create a design using that. Shells that I also pick up, because I live on islands, right? So I have the ability to just go shell collecting as well as rock hounding. So I take that, but I also take older jewelry or even broken jewelry, and I rework that into the design. So I'll take apart, broken jewelry, like if a clasp is broken or something, or just, older jewelry that I can find for cheap, and I rework that into the design alongside the the rocks and the shells as well as pearls. So I'll be selling that in the summertime. So I want to make sure I have enough stock on hand for the market. I'll also be posting them online on my Instagram to sell. And so, yeah, if you're interested, check that out. Coming this summer. But maybe I'll show a couple pictures just right here for you for now. Yeah, so I'm going to be really busy doing that. So I won't have time to think about, unboxing and then making a video, editing, talking about them. Because it does take some time, even if, it doesn't seem like I do much. It actually takes a lot of time and effort to actually make a video. So I just wanted to put that out there so you'll know what's going on. And yeah, other than that, I'll see you later. Bye!